my name is Lauren, and I'm going to talk about my experience with Apraxia. My experience with Apraxia kind of started before I was born. I wasn't born extremely early. I was born, I think in a week early. But, the doctors noticed that I wasn't growing anymore, so they decided it was time for me to be born. So I've always had, problems with my development. So, apraxia is damage to the brain and stuff like that. And the way it works for me is, since I have motor, it means that how it's been explained to me many times before is that the brain can't get messages to my body as well as other people. So things that normal people would probably find not hard to do, I find harder to do. To this day, I still can't ride a bike. I'm almost 20. I still don't have a license. I can't. It took me forever to learn how to swing on a swing set because the messages from my brain can't get to my body as well as other people. So, I grew up with going through. I went through speech therapy, occupational therapy, and physical therapy. I did physical therapy and occupational up to, I believe, 4th grade. Occupational might have gone a little bit longer, but I don't remember. And then speech, I think I ended about 6th or 7th grade. Speech, mostly, there is a practice of speech, but I don't think that's what I have. I mostly have motor. But for speech, for me, I had problems saying my R's. And I still kind of, struggle sometimes, I guess. Not as much, obviously. But, and then growing up, when other kids were learning cursive, I did not learn cursive because I was still technically learning how to print. My handwriting was really atrocious, and it still kind of is. I don't know if you can see this, but it's, really bad. But, it's gotten a lot better, though, obviously. But, yeah, so also when I was growing up, I went to a neurologist. I stopped going to him a few years ago, but, I had to go back to get, recommendations for driving schools and stuff like that, because, like I said, that's one of the things that has been harder for me throughout my life. Oh yeah, as a child, when I was a baby, going back, my mom said that I had a hard time, I got really frustrated because the way I was as a baby, I understood what was going on. I knew what was going on, and I wanted to communicate that I knew what was going on, but I had a hard time, so I'd get, super frustrated, trying to, say the words and stuff like that. So I started speech therapy pretty young. Even before I started actual school, I would have a speech therapy person come to my house and help me through it. So that was definitely a long process for me, was the speech. Even walking, my mom used to always make the joke of how I would scoot around on my butt because I couldn't walk correctly. So that's how I would walk. So walking obviously was a struggle for me because the messages to my body and multiple things going on. Let's see. But anyway, sorry. My So like I said, I believe it. I'm not quite sure if it's childhood praxia, it just was pertaining to my childhood. I have not been tested as an adult, so I do not know if it is considered childhood or not, but I was obviously born with it. I don't know, my theory was that I got it because, my mom had me when she was older because she was around 41 when she had me, but I don't know if that's a cause because, as far as I could tell, that there's not really a cause to childhood apraxia, but there might be. I'll have to do some more digging and maybe I'll figure something out by then. But it's like I said, as far as I know, there's not really anything like that caused it, maybe per se and stuff. So yeah, that's been my experience with Apraxia so far. I mean, it's still obviously a process with me. Like I said, with the driving, and like I still don't know how to ride a bike, and handwriting is always gonna be a struggle for me. And like it's a struggle. I mean, I feel like I get really frustrated with it still. Like I'm just trying to get more like I'm trying to become more like used to it and stuff like that. Well, I mean like not used to it, but I mean like trying to make it not get to me as much because sometimes after a while you just want stuff like that to become easy to you because then you see all these other kids out there like learning how to ride a bike and drive and thing after thing and you're just over there still trying to figure it out and like I mean my family obviously tried to teach me how to ride a bike and drive and stuff like that, but it's been a really drawn out process and it's just been really frustrated. I've had friends try to teach me, and I get frustrated with them. And I actually ripped up my friend's homework one time because she was trying to teach me how to do cursive, and I don't know, just somehow I think my mind just gets frustrated because I know I should be able to know how to do these things, but I don't. So, like I said, even as a child, like I said, with talking, I was getting super, super frustrated with what was going on with my body and stuff like that, trying to figure out, having my brain try to figure out all the functions and how to do stuff. So yeah, this is getting kind of long, so I think I'm gonna stop it here. But so I hope this really give you perspective on my experience with apraxia, and if I have any more questions, I'll obviously ask at the end of the presentation and stuff like that. But yeah, thanks for listening. Bye.